This is APBA Baseball Classics, where yesterday's stars performed through cards and dice. Classic games on our tabletops. The King of the Hill Tournament is back after about a week layoff for the NFL Draft, which was in my backyard. Hope you enjoyed our NFL Draft show with Rob ! And the Jabroni Network. Now we're back with the King of the Hill Tournament. This is game 40, the 1938 Homestead Grays of the Negro Leagues take on the current King of the Hill champions, the 1938 New York Yankees. Pitching for the Yankees is Red Ruffing. In his day, he, along with Lefty Gomez, were the main pitchers of the Yankee championship teams. When Ruffing was on the team, they won 7 American League pennants and 6 World Championship games. And like Whitey Ford was in the 1950s and 60s, Red Ruffing was something of a chairman of the board in World Series play. He pitched 10 World Series games for the Yankees, completed 9 of them. In one stretch where he was 85 2/3 innings and gave up only 6 runs in 5 complete games. So he was quite the effective World Series pitcher for the Yankees. Here's the starting lineups for today's game. First, for the Homestead Grays, excuse me, Jerry Benjamin will lead off and play center field. Vic Harris is in left field. Buck Leonard, first base. Usually hit fourth for the Homestead Grays, but I like to manage my own teams and make my own lineups. Catcher Josh Gibson will bat cleanup. Henry Spearman's at third base. Big Jim Williams in right field. Matt Carlisle at second base. Jelly Jackson's the shortstop. And Ray Brown on the mound for the Homestead Grays. For the Yankees, Frankie Crosetti's at short. Red Ralph at third. Jolton Joe DiMaggio in center field. Lou Gehrig at first base. Tommy Heinrich in right. Bill Dickey's the catcher. Joe Gordon at second base. George Selkirk in left field. And Red Ruffing on the mound. Here we go to the first pitch of the ball game. Stepping into the box is Jerry Benjamin. Excuse me, a very fast center fielder for the Homestead Grays. Usually was second in the league in his days to Cole Papabell and stolen bases. Let's set up the landscape for the game. I think we'll just go straight this way. 4-2 is a 9 against a B pitcher, and it's going to be a line drive over the shortstop. Corsetti couldn't quite reach it, and Jerry Benjamin is on with a leadoff single. Fast runner at first base. Both teams are fielding column 1 in APBA. They are good defensive ball clubs, particularly Homestead Grays. Ruffing is a grade BZ pitcher. Ruffing goes into the stretch. Here's the pitch to Vic Harris. 5-2 is a 27. Grounded to third. Picked up by Rolfe to Gordon and over the first. It is a 5-4-3 double play. 2 outs. And now here is Buck Leonard. 4-2 is another line drive over the shortstop. That's a base hit. 2 hits in the inning for the Homestead Grays, but just the one runner at first to show for it. However, Josh Gibson's the hitter for the Grays. In 1938, Josh Gibson, in 46 league games, had 13 home runs with a .370 average. And here's the pitch to Ray Brown. 3-1 is an 8 against a B pitcher. That's going to be a ground out to third. And that will end the inning. No runs on 2 hits, no errors. Homestead Grays have nothing, and the Yankees are coming to bat for the bottom of the first. The Crow, Frankie Crosetti, leads off for the New Yorkers. Thank you for joining me. This is a beautiful spring day in Kansas City. A little windy outside and a little bit cooler than the weekend was. Great weather for the NFL draft in Kansas City. for the weekend. Ray Brown serves up a hittable fastball to the Frankie Crosetti. 3-5 on the second column roll is going to be a ball hit to right center field. The other way, Crosetti will round first and go to second with a leadoff double for the Yankees. Ray Brown is an AZ pitcher for the Homestead Grays. And Red Rolf steps into the box. Yankees already threatening. Here's the pitch to Rolf. 2-6 is a 26. Ground ball to Matt Carlisle at second base. He throws out Rolf at first with the base runner. Crosetti goes to third. He's 90 feet away from the game's first run. That brings up the Yankee Clipper, Jolton Joe DiMaggio, who's held by my logo, but that's his baseball card. Joe DiMaggio. 4-5, and it looks like Ray Brown will pitch carefully to the Yankee Clipper and serve up a free pass. All right, after the walk to DiMaggio, the Yankees now have first and third, and the Iron Horse, Lou Gehrig, coming to bat. 5-1 is a 9. Fly ball to left field. Vic Harris is under it. He makes the catch. Crosetti tags, and he will score on the sacrifice fly to left field. Yankees are on the board. It is New York 1 and the Homestead Grays nothing. Tommy Heinrich, the batter. 2 outs, man on first. Six-4 is a 2 balls and no strikes as Ray Brown has the control modifier. And 6-6 roll for Tommy Heinrich. There's a drive toward left field. It might be, it could be, it is an opposite field home run for Tommy Heinrich. 2-run home run. Drives in DiMaggio and gives the Yankees a 3-run first. 3-0 New York. Brings up the catcher, Bill Dickey. Ray Brown is beside himself, falls off the stand. There's the pitch to Bill Dickey. 5-2 is a roller to third base. Henry Spearman with the ball throws to first. That's the third out. But like the Grays, the Yankees get 2 hits. They just went farther. 3 runs on 2 hits. Big hit was the home run by Tommy Heinrich. Yankees 3 and the Grays nothing. Red Ruffin started out his major league career with the Boston Red Sox, but really hit his stride when he came over to the Yankees. Henry Spearman will lead off for the Homestead Grays. Two six is a fly ball hit to the right side. Under it is Tommy Heinrich, who makes the catch, 1 down. Big Jim Williams. 6-3 is a fly ball to the middle of the diamond. That is DiMaggio's territory, and he makes the grab. 2 outs. Here's little Matt Carlisle, 5'6". 5-2 is a ground out to third, so a easy inning for Red Ruffin. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the second inning. Yankees 3 and the Homestead Grays nothing. Ray Brown is out of Ashland Grove, Ohio. He'll be facing Flash Gordon. Twinkle Toe Selkirk, and then the pitcher, Red Ruffing. Pitch to Flash Gordon is a 3-5. That's a 36, so it's going to be a ball. There's a 1-0 pitch to Flash Gordon. 6-4 is a swing and a miss for strike 3. First strikeout in the game. Brings up Twinkle Toes Selkirk, the all-time great nickname, I think, in baseball history. 2-5 is going to be a line drive to center field by Twinkle Toes for a base hit. Brings up the pitcher, Red Ruffing. Don't think he's going to sacrifice here. 4-5 is 2 balls and no strikes. And 2-2 is an 8 against an 8 pitcher with a runner on first. That's going to be hit on the ground to the first baseman, Buck Leonard, who flips to Ray Brown covering. Selkirk goes to second. 2 outs, and top of the order to Frankie Crosetti. Crosetti led off the game with a base hit, but was wiped out on a double play. 6-2 is a 39. Runners outstanding third. I ignore those results. I give my catchers a chance to throw out base runners, and I don't automatically accept the stolen base results. So, and the reason that is that nobody would be stealing third with 2 outs. 4-6 is a swing and a miss for strike 3. That's the end of the Yankee second inning. 2-0 New York as we go to the third. Red Ruffing for his day was 6'1.5", 206, a fairly large pitcher. Be on the bigger side. He's got the 8th and 9th hitters, and then the top of the order for the Homestead Grays in the third. Jolly Jackson, light hitting shortstop for the Homestead Grays. 5-1 is a base on balls. Jackson takes first. He is fast. Ray Brown's a good hitting pitcher. Oftentimes he played the outfield when he wasn't pitching. Let's see if the Grays put on a play here. They do. The runner starts. 2-3 is a swing and a miss. We'll see if the base runner can be. As I give my home rules, I give my catcher a chance to throw out the base stealers. So the pitcher strikes out, and the catcher for New York is Bill Dickey. He's a 9-rated defensive player, and I go by this chart. Somehow we lost the focus. Let's see. Here's a chart I use. I got it pasted in my book, and I think got that off the Delphi. Let me get this lined up with the Delphi form. All right, so for a 9, 11 through 26, he'll be safe at second base, or he'll be thrown out at second base. 31 or more, he'll be safe, and it's a 45. So a stolen base for Jolly Jackson. One thing on StreamYard, when this gets out of focus, I don't really know how to refocus it while it's in progress. Maybe that will help it a little bit. But until it gets refocused, let's leave it like that. Here it is. The leadoff hitter, Jerry Benjamin. 5-2 is a grounder to third base. And it's a 5-3 put out with a runner holding at second base. 2 outs for the Homestead Grays. It's going to be up to Vic Harris to get the base runner in. I think we're back to focused, fairly focused. 3-6 is a 14. That'll be a base on balls. Vic Harris takes first. 2 outs, 2 on for the Homestead Grays. A chance to get back into this ball game. Here is Buck Leonard. Tremendous apple cart here. He hit 400 in his 42 league games, 420 average with 9 home runs. 6-1 roll is a 24. That's going to be a rollout to the shortstop. So the threat goes by the wayside. No runs, no hits, and 2 left. We go to the bottom of the third. 3-0 Yankees. All right, leading off for New York is 2, 3, and 4 be Red Rolf. And then DiMaggio and Gary. 1-2 to Red Rolf is hit on the ground to Matt Carlisle at second base. The throw to Buck Leonard at first. 1 down in the third. Batter is Joe DiMaggio, the Yankee Clipper. 5-1 is a ground ball to third. Two outs. Lou Gehrig. 5-4 is a fly ball to right field, and Big Jim Williams is under it, pats the glove and puts it away. Go to the fourth, it's still 3-0 Yankees. Yankees' record in this tournament is 1-0. They're going to need to win at least 4 games to get in the upper standings. Josh Gibson will lead off for the Homestead Grays. Rolled out to third, his first time up. Here's the pitch to the Black Babe Ruth. 2-4 is a 38. Strike 1. In fact, Gibson and Buck Leonard together were known as the Thunder Twins. That was their nickname on the team. 54 is a fly ball to right field. Tommy Heinrich's under it and makes the grab. Gibson is 0 for 2 in this game. Here is Henry Spearman, called Little Splo. He was bigger than his big brother, but because his big brother was older, eventually he had 5 baseball playing brothers. 1-3 is a base on balls to Spearman. And now the batter is Big Jim Williams. Came to the Homestead Grays in 1937, played 12 years in the Negro Leagues. 35 is an 8. It's a V pitcher that's going to be a ground out to first base pitcher covering, and Spearman goes to second. Here's little Matt Carlisle. 2-6 is a fly out to right field. Well, the Grays got 2 hits in the first inning. They've not been able to do anything with Red Ruffing since then. We go to the bottom of the fourth. 3-0 Yankees. Tommy Heinrich, Bill Dickey, and Flash Gordon will be our Yankee hitters in the last of the fourth inning. Ray Brown's offering to Heinrich is a 40. Play results of foul ball, strike 1. 5-2 is a ground out to third. Heinrich's 1 for 2. He's got the big blow in this game. He has hit a 2-run homer in the first. Bill Dickey. 4-4 roll for Dickey. That's a base hit for the Yankee catcher. Dickey is a rated slow catcher. As a runner, we'll play it safe on the base pass unless I say otherwise. That brings up Flash Gordon, college history. I think he went to Oregon University. 2-5 is a 9. And that's going to be an infield single for Joe Gordon. Bombers have runners on first and second with one down. And here is Twinkle Toes. Single his first time up. 6-2 is a swing and a miss. Strike 3, second strikeout for Ray Brown. Clutch strikeout. Here's the pitcher, Red Ruffing. Not a horrible hitting pitcher. And here is Brown's offering to his counterpart. 6-2 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. The runs on a hit. We go to the top of the 5th inning. Yankees 3 and the Homestead Grays, nada. Jolly Jackson leads off the 5th for Homestead. They played some of their games in D.C. There was also, in 1938, the Washington Black Senators. But the Grays played some of their home games in 1938 at Griffith Stadium. Clark Griffith in 1946 approached Josh Gibson and Buck Leonard about coming on his team, but then kind of backed away from that offer 1 year before Jackie Robinson was brought into baseball. Buck Leonard said he would not have gone to the White Major Leagues because he was on the downside of his career by 1946. He didn't want to play badly in the Major Leagues. 2-6 is a comebacker back to Red Ruffing. And Jackson's retired. 1 out. Pitcher to first base. Here's the pitcher, Ray Brown. 3-2 is a ground out to second base. Joe Gordon on the play defensively. Here's the top of the order and Jerry Benjamin. And 4-1 is a ground out to Frankie Crosetti at shortstop. Last of the 5th inning, 3-0, Yankees. And it's going to be the top of the order for New York, 1, 2, and 3. Frank Crosetti leads off for the Bronx Bombers. This game is being played in Yankee Stadium. 6-1 is a 23. And that is going to be an error on the left fielder, Vic Harris. First error in the game. Here is Red Rolf. 1-3 is a 2 balls and no strikes. 6-2 is a 39. Could be. This one we're stealing. I think we will go ahead and try to steal. The catcher is Gibson. 11 through 26, he'll be out. 31, he is barely safe. Close play. Stolen base for Frankie Crosetti. So an error and a stolen base has the Yankees in business. There's a pitch to Red Rolf. 2-3 is a 29. That's going to be a ground ball to first baseman Buck Leonard, who takes the ball unassisted, while Crosetti goes to third. So the out's at first, 1 away. Here's Joe DiMaggio, and the Homestead Grays are going to elect to play their infield in. 3-6 is a 33. Pop up on the infield. Back behind second base, coming in quickly is Jerry Benjamin, the center field. The center fielder takes it. Too shallow to score the runner. That's 2 outs. Here is Lou Gehrig. Infield is playing normal depth now with 2 outs. And Gehrig flies out to right field. That ends the inning. No runs, no hits, 1 error, 1 left. Go to the bottom, or go to the top of the sixth inning. Yankees scored 3, and that's what's held up. It's 3-0, New York. So Red Ruffin doing his usual World Series stellar work. This is not the World Series, but it is a high-profile game. The 1938 Homestead Grays were one of the greatest teams in Negro League history. Vic Harris will lead off for the Homestead Grays. 3-6 is a base on balls leadoff walk. Harris is grounded into a double play and walked twice. Fast runner at first base, Buck Leonard the batter. When I've got a runner at first, I usually check to see if there's 331s or 31 in each column, because those are good hit and run cards. But of course, we've already talked about Buck Leonard hit 420 in league play, so we're not going to hit and run. We're going to let him select his pitch. Here's the pitch to Buck Leonard, 3-6. 33 is popped up on the infield. Red Wolf calls for it and makes the catch. 1 down. Josh Gibson rolls a 5-2. That's going to be hit on the ground to third base. Rolf throws to Crosetti over to Gehrig at first. 5-4-3. Inning. Soul-crushing double play. Go to the bottom of the sixth inning. Yankees 3 and the Homestead Grays have been stymied by Red Ruffin. No, they've got nothing. Ray Brown returns to the mound. He gave up 2 runs, or he gave up all 3 of his runs in the first inning, has since settled down. Tommy Heinrich will lead off for the New York Yankees. He homered in the first, 1 for 2. 3-2 is a ground ball hit to little Matt Carlisle at second base, who throws to Buck Leonard at first. 1 down. Bill Dickey, the batter. He is the man who mentored Yogi Berra. 6-2 is a 38. Ball 1. 4-6 is a fly out to the right fielder, Big Jim Williams. 2 down. And now Joe Gordon. 3-2 is a roller hit towards second base, picked up by Carlisle, and the throw to first. 3 up and 3 down for the Yankees. Go to the top of the 7th inning. Got to change the inning last inning, but we're in the 7th. So Yankees 3 and the Homestead Grays nothing. This is the fatigue inning for both starting pitchers. Some sets rate batters pitch to after the pitcher's ratings, but these 2 sets do not have that. So by home rules, I go into the 7th inning for the starting pitcher, and if 3 bad things happen, their grade gets lowered by 1 level. Henry Spearman leads off for the Homestead Grays. 4-5 is going to be a base on balls. Gets a tying run to at least the on-deck circle. Big Jim Williams finished his career with the Toledo Crawfords in the season after this season, 1939. He made the East-West All-Star team that year. 44 for Big Jim Williams. That's a hit column roll for Williams. And let's see, 2-4 is going to be a double over first base. A fast runner will score. Spearman, I don't think it's fast. He is not. He's average. So second and third. But Spearman stops at third, but the Grays had 2 runners in scoring position with nobody out. Yankees will play the infield deep. This is the first sign of trouble for Red Ruffin. And this is 2 marks against his fatigue. Matt Carlisle, little second baseman for the Homestead Grays, not a strong offensive player. Carlisle hit 260, and that was his best season in the Negro Leagues. He comes to bat. Ruffin has not struck out anybody in this game yet. He has walked 5 and hasn't struck anybody out. Here's the pitch to Matt Carlisle. 1-2 is a 25 with runners at second and third and the infield playing back. That's a line drive. Caught by the first baseman, Gary. Quick throw to second. The base runner is doubled off second. So Gary gets the line drive at first. And 3-6 at second doubles off Big Jim Williams, who got too far from the bag on that line drive. And boy, does that put a lid on this rally. Jolly Jackson's the batter. He really has a low batting average as well. In fact, let's see, Jolly Jackson hit 206 in 1938. Infield playing back. Now there's 2 outs, runner on third. 4-2 to Jackson is a fly out to right field. So a promising inning blows up in the face of the Grays. No runs on 1 hit, 1 left. Bottom of the 7th inning. It's the Yankees 3 and the Homestead Grays 0. Okay, here's Twinkle Toes. George Selkirk. He is a Canadian. 5-3 is a 15. And he is hit by pitch ball. Kerplunk. Selkirk takes first, the painful way. Here's the pitcher, Red Ruffin. Ruffin has 231s on his card. I think I'll be more inclined to sacrifice here. He's going to try to lay one down. 5-3 is a 21. The bunt is down, picked up by the pitcher Brown, and the throw to first. Ruffin's retired, but the sacrifice is successful. Sending Selkirk to second. Here is Frankie Crosetti with one out. Long time in the major leagues. After his playing days, he became a coach and stayed around with the Yankees seemingly forever. 3-6 is a 33. That's popped up on the infield. Taking charge is the shortstop, Jolly Jackson, and he makes the catch. Two outs. And now Red Wolf. 4-2 is a base on balls. Both of these are Z pitchers, but we mentioned 5 walks by Ruffin, and now 2 walks by Ray Brown, plus a hit batter. Here's Joe DiMaggio, 2 outs, first and second for the Yankees. 3-3 roll to DiMaggio. That's a 5. And that ball is hit toward the right field bullpen area, rolls around in the corner. Gordon scores, Red Wolf scores from first, and Joe D stops at third with a triple. 2-1 triple by DiMaggio extends the lead for the Yankees to 5-0. That is going to do it for Ray Brown. He is now fatigued. And let's see what we've got in the bullpen. It's going to be Horace Lefty Wellmaker. he is left-handed, so his D rating will be a C rating for one batter, as Gehrig is a lefty as well, so same sidedness. CY pitcher, Wellmaker. Write that down on the score sheet. Brown goes 6 2/3, and all the runs he's given up are earned. 1, 2, 3. So 5 runs so far, and he's responsible for the runner at third. All right, Wellmaker's delivery to Lou Gehrig, 6'5", is a 35, and it's a foul out to the shortstop behind third base, just into foul territory. 3 outs, but 2 runs for the Yankees on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We go to the top of the 8th inning. It's New York 5 and the Homestead Grays nothing. Two marks against the fatigue of Red Ruffing. He'll start the 8th inning and see how far he gets. Jerry Benjamin, not Jerry Benjamin, the pitcher Wellmaker will lead off for the Grays. Looking at his hitting card, not horrible. He's got a few 7s. Those 8s will be turned into flyouts to center field. A couple 9s. He's going to hit. 1-4 is a fly ball to left field, caught by Twinkle Toes out in left field. 1 down. Here's Jerry Benjamin. 1-5 is a base hit for Jerry Benjamin. And he can steal second on the next pitch, but he's not going to, because they're down by 5 runs. Pitch to Vic Harris. 2-2 roll is a 7. And that's it's going to be a single to third base. Ruffing, by the way, is now a C pitcher, as he's getting tired. Excuse me, a single, and the runner goes to third base. So first and third for the Homestead Grays, and here is Buck Leonard with 1 down, and that will do it for Red Ruffing. Ruffing goes 7 1/3. He's responsible for both base runners, hasn't given up any runs yet. Let's see who's in the Yankee bullpen. Let's go with Bump Hadley. Hadley pitched in the last game. No, he didn't. Murphy pitched 2 innings, so Hadley's good to go. So Bump Hadley, a grade C pitcher with no modifiers. He will be facing Buck Leonard, not same side in play here, so he stays a C pitcher. Infield playing back, hoping for a double play. 35 is an 8 against a C. And that is going to be a fly out to center field with the runner on third tagging and scoring the Homestead Grays' first run. Charge that run to Red Ruffing. And it's 5-1. Yankees 2 down. And now Josh Gibson. 2-4 is a 38. Runner could steal second, but he's not because we're 4 runs down. 1-6 is a 28, and that's going to be a ground out to the shortstop, Frankie Crosetti. That's the third out. 1 run on 2 hits. No errors and 1 left. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. It's the Yankees 5 and Homestead Grays 1. Rob says good day to you. And hi, Rob. Hope you're having a great day today. Thanks for joining me. All right, Yankees come up with a 4-run lead in the bottom of the 8th inning. And Tommy Heinrich will start it off for New York. Wilmar, who came in and got the Grays out of a jam in the 7th, will stay on. And pitch, he is a grade D pitcher, Y modifier. Pitch to Tommy Heinrich is a 1-5. That's going to be a single for Tommy Heinrich. Single to center field. Yankees looking to extend their lead. Here is Bill Dickey. 1-2 is a 25, and that's a 4-6-3 double play in fielding column 1. So quickly, 2 outs now. And here is Flash Gordon. He turns up on the 1948 Cleveland Indian teams, played on several pennant winners for the Yankees, but he was also a big home run hitter on that 48 Indians team with 31 homers that year. 21 is a fly ball to left field here, and Vic Harris is under it and makes the catch. No runs on a hit. We go to the top of the 9th inning. It's the New York Yankees 5 and the Homestead Grays 1. Let's see. That Hadley's going to stay in and try to finish this game. Henry Spearman leads off the 9th for the Homestead Grays, down by 4 runs. 2-1 is a fly ball to left field. Twinkletoes moves into position, and Selkirk makes the catch. 1 down. Big Jim Williams. 2-1 is a fly out to the right side. Play made by Tommy Heinrich. And last chance for the Homestead Grays is a little 5'6" Matt Carlisle out of Winona, Alabama. 3-1 is a 9 against a C pitcher. That's going to end the ball game. Pop up on the infield. Red Rolf is under it and makes the catch. 3 outs. Final score: the Yankees 5 and Homestead Grays 1. The Grays had 1 run on 5 hits. They committed 1 error. And the Yankees had 5 runs on, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits. And they committed no errors. Red Ruffings, the winner, goes 7 1/3. Can't call that a save by Hadley, but he was effective in relief for 1 2/3 innings. Losing pitcher is Ray Brown, who gives up 5 runs, and he was effectively relieved by Wellmaker, who doesn't give up any runs. Thanks for joining this ball game. The next game, the Yankees are now 2-0. The next game, we're going to move to the 1940 season and play the 1940 Cincinnati Reds. May also play the Tigers. They were also league champions in 1940. But we're kind of closing in on the pre-World War I, pre-World War II teams. And then after we're done with them, we're going to move right into the post-World War II teams. And I was thinking I would start with the modern-day teams and work backwards. But I'm kind of rethinking that. I might just go with the same ascending order that we're using now. But I haven't decided that quite yet. When we get down to the end of it, whoever's leading in the standings will play a World Series to determine the ultimate winner of the King of the Hill tournament. So far, the 1935 Pittsburgh Crawfords are in first place, 4-1 record. And the New York Yankees of 32 are in second place. Yankees are getting closer. They got 2 wins under their belts. 2 more, they'll be in contention. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good day, and may God bless. By the way, before I leave, check out Rob's channel, Rob exclamation point. He's always got tabletop action going. I think he's looking at second season right now. I'm not sure exactly what games you're playing right now. But check out his channel and the Jabroni Network, as well as other channels. I've been watching Tebow talk about master APBA games, and that's Giles Tebow on his channel. And I might be looking. I do not own a rule book for the master game, but I might order one. There's one up on eBay, so I'm gonna see if I can get one, and we might play a little bit of master APBA baseball on the channel. Haven't decided yet, and it depends on whether I get that. Okay, do you think you could play Fast Drive Football Commissioner Expansion? Actually, I love Fast Drive Football. I've not looked into the Commissioner Expansion. Are you talking about the teams that have the finders player, finder roles included on the cards? Or maybe an extension? I mean, is that fictional teams? Not sure, but I do love Fast Drive Football, and yeah, I will get some Fast Drive Football up on the channel. Yeah, okay, you make your own teams. Yeah, that's interesting. You could make if you have the stats or at least the scoring of the high school teams or other college teams, like NAI college teams or maybe Division One. That is a good feature with Fast Drive Football. I do like playing real teams though. May do a season on Fast Drive Football. In fact, overall, I've been thinking lately about taking a day during the week and just doing oddball things like wrestling or Fast Drive Football. As I do this King of the Hill tournament continuing, that's kind of rolling around in my head as well. Anyway, we'll be back to not tomorrow, but we'll be back Wednesday with the next part of this King of the Hill tournament. Probably go to the Reds first, the 1940 Reds, and then the 1938 New York Yankees. Let's see. Fast Drive Extension is a very interesting process. After further review, did a stream about it. I've watched many Fast Drive games on Steve Tyer's channel after further review, and I've enjoyed them all. Yeah, I will definitely. I'll look into that. Thanks for watching, X. Also, thanks for joining me, Rob. Y'all have a good day, and may God bless. Goodbye.